Christian music. Yeah, I think it's Christian music. It's very calm.
It's not that I said it's Christian music. I know you. It's you that I know. Wait,
It's not showing. But I was saying you should put it in studio mode.
They're starting now. I'm starting the live stream.
It's still here too. I don't know what is wrong with the account.
Our sound people, thank you. Can we clap for those who are in charge of this sound, please?
He just rushed there. He just left here to go on.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, or good afternoon more likely. I promise you in a few minutes they will stop the background music and you will only be hearing my voice. My name is Ben 200, half human, half amazing. It's an honor to be one of your anchors for today. Our focus today, of course, is on purchasing power of the Naira, strategies
No problem.
for economic revitalization. We'll take a few recognitions and move straight into business. I understand that time is really fast spent. We're to be halfway done by now. Permit me to also specially appreciate our special guest of honor for today, the Honorable Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, distinguished Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, who's represented here today by Director of Economic Growth in the Ministry, Mr. Awal Salihu Mohammed. Please put your hands together for him.
No, I was calling him to stop the music.
We also want to specially appreciate the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth Development, who's represented here today by...
Give me the...
I am really trying to get this name.
Username, NYSC.
Iozua Vivian. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for saving me as quickly as possible. We have also with us here the Deputy Director representing our DG of the IPCR, Mr. Chukwuemeka Mba. Thank you very much for coming. Please put your hands together for him. Also here is the General Counsel, Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, representing the Director General, Madam Hawa Usman. Please put your hands together for her. May I also specially appreciate and welcome, probably invite to the front, the representative One Baby Praise. Please put your hands together for her. Let me also specially appreciate one who is a local businessman and an exporter of talents, one who has made beauty business, the CEO of the most beautiful girl in Abuja, Honorable Ejiro Okpewo. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Can we clap? I also want to specially appreciate a few others who are already here. We have the Divisional Head Public Sector of Jaiz Bank PLC. We have Madam Hawa Jibrin Tukura. You're welcome. Please put your hands together for him. Also with us here is a co-founder of Sidani Group, Mr. Sunday October Taylor. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. We are proud to have you with us. The Dean, the Faculty of Social Sciences, University of Abuja, Professor Mutella Alasubo. Please put your hands together for Prof. Thank you very much, sir. I asked us to clap for Prof, and we're not clapping. Can we clap properly for him? Some people who hold that entire institution, and if they speak, the entire nation sneezes. And if they sneeze, we catch cold. One of them is Prof. Please clap for him again. We have a long list of activities and persons to introduce, but I'll just run through because of time. In a few minutes, we'll just take the opening prayer, take the overview, and then we'll have a few short performance of poetry, and then we'll take the opening speech. Our program has been reorganized to just help us do this as quickly as possible. So we'll have our fire chat. We'll also have plenary quickly, move on to our panel sessions. But for me, the high point of this event is the induction ceremony of Young Professionals Think Tank Group. And so on this note, I want us to be on our feet as we honor Nigeria by taking the national anthem to formally commence proceedings. For those of you who have the program booklet, you can open the inner page of the cover. It's there. If you don't have it, you can Google it right now because we are going to be saying it. Can I give you a minute to Google it so you can? Just make sure you Google the right new national anthem. Are we there? Hello? Are we there?
Yes, please.
All right, so we'll take it after 3. 1, 2, 3. Are we singing at all? Okay, let's take it again. 1, 2, 3, go.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own the native land. Those tribes from Medifa, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's laws have power to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol where truth and justice reign. In peace and battle honored, then that we count as gain. To hand upon the banner without strength. The Lord of all creation, that is our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And souls and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together as we take our seats. Ma'am, I will have asked you to come and sing for us from the front here. It was different. I thought you were singing a building a roadmap for repositioning our economy for sustainability, inclusion, and prosperity. This gathering reflects the power of collective thinking and, more importantly, the will of young Nigerians to be central to the nation's progress. We are honored to have with us some of the nation's most influential voices, visionary leaders, who will be taking different times to take very, very important discussions. Particularly, I want to single out Professor Mutula Alashuko, the Dean of Faculty of Social Science, University of Abuja, who will be sharing on ways to economic revitalization. I believe that his thoughts, alongside those of our co-founders of Sudani Group, will help to match the thoughts strengthen local production, reduce import dependency, and position the Naira as a hub of industrial growth. A key highlight of today's event will be the induction ceremony of the Policy Advisory Group, a diverse coalition of young Nigerian professionals who will be tasked with ensuring the implementation of today's recommendations, tracking measurable progress, and keeping stakeholders engaged with timely updates and insights. And it is at this groundbreaking development that we'll be thrilled to announce the unveiling of the Nigeria Youth Policy Dashboard. Much more than that, we'll be innovatively also introducing us to it. So as we begin today's journey, I invite us to listen deeply, to contribute boldly, and to collaborate intentionally. The energy in this room is so clear, indicating that the Nigerian transformation will not come from above, but it will come from us here. And if you believe it, I think we can put our hands together for ourselves. Work here is beginning, and we are talking about money. Only 2 days ago, I had gone to a community where two brothers were at each other's throat. About 10 years ago, their father had left not money, but one-story building for them as inheritance. The younger brother, the elder brother was poor, and he was given the ground floor. The younger brother renovated the top floor, and his elder brother was left with the old building. About 8 years later, the elder brother also got some money, and he went to tell somebody that he also wanted to renovate his own, which was the ground floor. But they gave him another advice, that he should demolish. Right now, we are still trying to solve how he would demolish the ground floor without affecting the first floor that belonged to his brother. Money can delay a lot of things, but it can also catalyze some problems and challenges if they are not understood. To help us set the tone for today's program, we'll have a young lady who's a performance poet and spoken word artist. She'll be sharing with us some ideas about why we're here and what she has done in her life. Please let's welcome Zainab Zakaria for her performance. Please clap for her. Can we clap for her, please?
Yeah. Why is he? Yeah, see him off.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Zainab Zakaria GT, a spoken word artist, and today I will present one of my pieces titled Naira Laments. Thank you. Once upon a note, we dance to the rhythm of green. Naira, our pride, bold and pristine. Now lamenting in the pocket of the poor, a ghosted value knocking on closed doors. They speak of economic stability, but tell me, how do we balance a table with one leg broken? How do we feed nation with promises unspoken? This isn't a story of serenity. This is a story of uncertainty. A title of the story I wouldn't want to name, From Grass to Grace. God forbid. I could remember when Naira had weight, not by coin clinking in our pockets, but by the value it had and the respect it commanded. So Naira, that shiny silver coin could pay for my father's school fees and he will return home with change and pride. So he told us. As generation moves, 5 Naira was enough to fill a child hand with smiles, sweets, zobo, and freshly made awara, and neatly wrapped in a newspaper filled with warmth and hope.
Let's taste with your
20 Naira. That note was enough to settle lunch and laughter and leave room for more smiles. But now it seems like I'm speaking out of imagination, right? You see, those notes weren't just paper and coin, they were proof that our economy once had value. But now, 1,000 Naira whispers like light feather. Where policy protects value, where inclusion meets innovation, and once again, when we invest in every single Nigeria like we once invest in our currency. For us to unlock the potential of Naira, it wouldn't just come from transactions, but from transformations. Thank you.
Yes.
So maybe
I
that's
think
why.
that's the reason.
Because he does not have much videos on the YouTube as well.
That sounded like a keynote speech. Please put your hands together for her.
You check your WhatsApp, they'll send you a check.
You heard that part.
If she was a little older, I'm sure she would have gone to the ears of one kobo and maybe a little to the ears of cowries. Was important. But I
Your password
saw
is
one man who taught
Your
me
password is incorrect.
Yoruba in my
Incorrect
year
password.
one. He's at the back. He said I shouldn't call him. Please put your hands together for him. He was the one who told me that English is a very confusing language
Wait.
and that we should do more in local languages. I'm sure that discussion is not for here. But for instance, there is no egg in the eggplant, no ham in the hamburger, neither pine or apple in pineapple. English muffins were not invented in England, and French fries were not invented in France. And the guinea pig
That's him,
is
Pastor.
neither a pig nor is it from Guinea. If writers write, how come fingers don't think? If the plural of tooth is
What's
teeth,
his name?
shouldn't the plural of phone booth be phone beats? If teachers taught, why don't preachers prod? Potatoes have eyes, corn has ears. If vegetarians eat vegetables, what do humanitarians eat? We were seated in a simple conference like this one, trying to pick for Nigeria which English language should be perfect. Should it be the British English or the American English? It was difficult. After 2 days we closed because, for instance, in Britain they'll say extreme, in America they'll say end, but here we'll say extreme end. In Britain they'll say knicker, in America they'll say short, but here we'll say short knicker. In Britain they'll say salon, in America they'll say barber shop, but here we'll say barbing
Link to your
salon.
WhatsApp. This is your WhatsApp
In
number.
Britain they'll say bend, in America they'll say corner, but here we'll say bending corner. In Britain they'll say so, in America they'll say therefore, but here we'll say so therefore. In Britain they'll say still, in America they'll say yet, but here we'll say. In Britain they'll say should, in America.
What's it? What? Sunday. No, your Sunday. Tobatele. Sorry for that. And also the representative from the Jais Bank. I welcome you, ma. The office of the permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Youth Development. Thank you very much for finding us worthy to be here. And the DG of RBCR, being represented by my able brother, the Deputy Director. Welcome you once again. I'd like to also, because Nigeria Youth Stakeholders Conversation is a platform that is dedicated to you all. So can you put a hands of young persons, vibrant youth leaders, vibrant technocrats, leaders of tomorrow that are here? It is because of you you are here. Because of you we convey this urgent meeting. Because of you we appreciate you. We love you all. And also, the DG of the National Productivity Center, please, represented by my able brother here. Please, can you stand up and take your rightful seat at the front, please? Thank you very much. And also for every other dignitaries that are here that have been so supportive to this program, I want to appreciate you all. Without taking much of your time, I'd like to go straight into drive into the reason why we have convened this emergency section, the purchasing power of Naira, strategies for economic revitalization. This is Nigeria Youth Stakeholders Conversation 5.0. It is eminent because if we all are Nigerians, we discover that the economy of this nation is really, let me not use the other word, it's really at such a level where everybody should be concerned. And as a young people that really mean well for this nation, we develop these strategies of constructive criticism. You know, the government of the day is trying its best. We understand that the economic situation of Nigeria now is being inherited by previous government, previous leadership. But we are not here to speak on behalf of any organization, but we are here to have audience, to have impact, to have ideas, you know, to have alternative, out of the box strategies that we, at the end of the day, culminate into policy brief that we will now put forward to various government agencies for onward application or recommendations of whatever we agree here today. I do not want to take our time because we've already taken much of our time for we to be here. My own is just to welcome you to this wonderful occasion, and I believe at the end of the event, at the end of this program, we will be able to come up with an actionable plan that will be able to save Nigeria out of the current economic conundrum that we find ourselves. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him. There are very few Nigerians who are as courageous as he is. In the last 3 months, I know that I was billed to MC about 5 events, and about 4 or 5 of them were all cancelled. And it was all tied to money. In fact, one guy came to me and said, "Sir, I want to do an event and I need loan." I said, "How?" He said, "Can you share a bank that can give me a loan?" I said, "Truly, what kind of bank are you looking for? Jais, CBN, or what?" He said, "I need a bank that will give me a loan and leave me alone." I said, "There's no such bank." So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking the next. First will be, of course, the fireside chat, and this will be anchored by one lady who is the country president of World Women Leading Change in Nigeria. She's the founder of another African Youth Initiative. She's also a realtor, a clothier, a humanitarian, and a very beautiful Nigerian from inside out. Ladies and gentlemen, our anchor for this session, Dr. Ogen Walter Ekwubiri. Please put your hands together for her as she comes up to help us moderate the first fireside chat. Of course, we will not be lighting any fire, but you know that the words are going to be on fire, and she will be taking charge of the flames. Please clap some more for her. Let's clap for our moderator. Very calm, but she's got fire inside. Please, another round of applause.
Thank you very much, beautiful people. So can we give Mr. Ben, half human, half amazing, an amazing round of applause? That's as much as amazing as you are. Can you make it louder, please? Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, esteemed panelists, young, vibrant minds of our great nation, Nigeria. It is both an honor and a deep personal privilege to welcome you all to this important gathering, an initiative driven by the courage, curiosity, and commitment of Nigerian youths in politics. Today's theme, the purchasing power of the Naira, strategies for economic revitalization, is not just timely, but also urgent. As we gather here, the latest findings from the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund paint a stark but honest picture. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation, continues to battle a rising poverty index, with over 70% of our people living on less than $2 a day. Sad, I must say. The value of the Naira continues to waver, exposing millions to the harsh realities of inflation, food insecurity, and a weakened purchasing power. Yet, amidst these challenges lies a call to awaken, a call to think differently, a call to act boldly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a space for despair or complaints or nagging, or in the words of our Gen Zs, cho-cho-cho. This is a space for solutions and solution-driven conversations. This room is filled with doers, dreamers, and decision makers. Today, we are not just going to talk about money, but we are also going to talk about meaning, about how every Naira spent or earned should reflect our dignity, equity, and opportunity. In the words of the Canadian author Robin Sharma, real leadership is about transforming limitations into possibilities. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with gratitude in my heart and for Nigeria's future, let's make welcome our distinguished panelists, a salad of leaders. First on my list, and when I do call their name, you should clap with excitement, yes? First on my list is a man whose name resonates deeply within the halls of the academia and the corridors of policy development. He currently serves as the Dean at the Faculty of Social Sciences at the University of Abuja, where he has spent decades shaping minds and influencing thought leaders in governance, development, and public policy. He is a prolific scholar whose research has examined the intersection of politics, structural reform, and economic development. He has advised on national policy frameworks and mentored countless leaders across various sectors and in this room. A man committed to truth, equity, and national transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, let's make welcome our very first panelist in the person of Professor Olatupomi. What's your name, right, sir? Can we please keep clapping for him until he makes his way on stage? You can sit to the far right, sir.
To the far right.
Far right, sir. Thank you, sir. You're comfortable there. Perfect. Please give him yet another round of applause. Our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen, is a transformative voice in Nigeria's private sector. Under his leadership, Sidani has emerged as a strategic powerhouse, offering cutting-edge solutions in governance, public health, and development. His work bridges the gap between private sector innovation and public sector impact, especially in driving sustainable, local-driven economic reforms. His unique perspectives positions him at the intersection of business, policy, and social impact, making him a critical contributor to today's conversation and a better Nigeria. And so, with a resounding round of applause, can we make welcome the CEO, Sidani Group, in the person of Dr. Sidney Sampson. Oh, you're representing him. Please give him a resounding round of applause. You're not clapping as though you're excited. Yes. Again, my name is Ogena Walter Ekubiri. Thank you, gentlemen, for gracing me with your presence as we discuss on the ways and means of improving the purchasing power of the Naira. So we have another mic there. And I'll come to you, sir, Prof. Of course, I have read your amazing citation, and you've done so well, I must say. Can we please celebrate him again for all that he does for the next generation? Prof, sir, given the current economic climate and the World Bank's poverty index on Nigeria, what structural reforms do you believe are most urgent for restoring the purchasing power of the Naira?
Thank you very much. Let me start by providing what I call background to the study of this particular policy pathway to economic revitalization